Okay, well, we are live now, probably on YouTube. Let's wait
I haven't got
for
notified yet.
the Instagram to catch up. And yes, I can hit go live there as well.
Yeah, well,
now.
I'll take some go live.
Oh man, this is it. This is it.
You are live on YouTube. I've gotten notified now.
Wonderful, wonderful. Hey, YouTubers.
And Instagram.
What's up, everybody out in IG land?
IG land.
Yeah. Of course, folks should be joining us on Facebook as well. We are happy to be sitting here on this first day of October 2025. Folks, it is a lost whiskey type of week. You see these two gentlemen sitting to my right, both Nick Chiaffi of Lost Whiskey Club, one of the founding partners, members of Magic Creation over there at Lost Whiskey. But also, you know, there's always a Bat and Robin. And Batman and Robin, I said that wrong, a Batman and Robin. And of course, you know, the dynamic duo of Lost Whiskey Club here. Nastin is in the house, everybody. Indeed, as he always is. And of course, you know, he's Batman, I'm Robin. I'm his Robin here on Whiskey Wednesday, live, coming to you every week. And so love to be joined by Nick. You know, when you have a distiller in the house, a brand owner in the house, it's just a much more amazing conversation that can be had around products. And he's not only representing his brand, but he's representing his palate today, because we're going to test him with some new branding today. We're going to enjoy whiskeys from Bardstown Bourbon Company. We have a little something from Rare Character, folks, one of their limited release bourbons. And wow, a purple top, everybody. The single bottling single barrel bottling, if I can get that out. Afternoon Delight it is. Bottle number 20 of 119. Bear with me, folks. It's been a long day. I probably had breakfast this morning, but this is gonna certainly be one of those Whiskey Wednesdays when I have to water rinse quite thoroughly.
This will be dinner.
Indeed. Yep. But it's all about education, everybody. We are going to educate you on these whiskeys. It's going to be a good time. And, you know, so loving that Nick is here. But I must also shout you guys out for just hosting me so beautifully this past Monday down at Lost Whiskey Club. We're going to be sharing those videos with you soon. But thanks, Matt. Thanks, Nick.
We're going to call that the appetizer to the main event that's coming. So we're happy to do it. And we had a good time. So
yeah, definitely great times. Thanks so much for feeding me. Yeah, man, delicious. And M Dog, thanks as well, man, for welcoming me out. You know, had an opportunity to sit down, break bread with these fellas, get barrel, you know, samples. Nick's climbing up the rick, grabbing samples. You know, we're enjoying. Shout out to Mark as well. Yes, indeed. Hey to Mark as well. The other component, the other half of Lost Whiskey. Yeah. No. So gosh, also had some stogies, you know. What a way to finish up the night and enjoy, and to light a couple stogies and have a good time with some whiskey. So as we get into it, Nick, I'm going to have to ask that you do the honors for this first whiskey as far as opening it up. But folks, I must also say, while Nick is maybe cracking that Bardstown Bourbon Company there, we are going to have the honor and pleasure tomorrow. It's a Thursday night tasting, folks. Thursday night, Mr. Eric. I don't want to foul up his last name, but I know that that's probably going to be exactly what I do. But a fantastic production will be launching tomorrow. If I have the bottle around here, I think I do. Yeah. Fior. We'll have the owner of Fior Scotch Whiskey in the house, Eric Dominigiani. Eric Dominigiani. He is a Black-owned producer, but even more so, a veteran of these United States Marine Corps. There you go. As we have another veteran of the United States Marine Corps on the panel tonight, in Nick Gialfi, but another guy with an Italian last name. He's a Black Italian, with that last name.
I'm clearly Italian.
Yeah, of course. Dominique Johnny, Mr. Dominique Johnny will be here tomorrow. So come by on a Thursday, folks, October 2nd from 5 to 8 to taste Fior Scotch whiskey. It's a blended Scotch whiskey, a premium blend of whiskeys from Speyside and the Highlands of Scotland. It's going to be a good time. Of course, we're right here on 8th and I. So any veteran, come on out, especially Marines. Come on out and support one of your fellow Marines. I think he's a 20-year enlisted gentleman, a major. I think he was a major.
Well, Marines, as you know, we're coming up on our 250th. So you guys should be gearing up for your celebratory festivities anyway. So what a better way to kick off the season? Come and support a veteran-owned Scotch. I'm actually dying to taste that myself. So maybe off camera, we'll have a little bit of that one.
There you go.
That's right. That's right.
Or maybe on camera. Oh.
Maybe on camera. Absolutely. Well, we can maybe finish with that. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not do it? With the vet in the house. I mean, I think he would be honored.
Yeah, I would love to support another Marine in their endeavors.
Indeed. Well, cheers to the United States Marine Corps. Cheers to you, gentlemen. Thanks so much for being a part, and the lady sitting off camera. So, Disco 13, right?
Yeah. So,
boy, oh boy.
This is, wow, as Nick poured whiskey all down the side of the label.
So let me go ahead
and talk
and
about the blend.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. You absolutely can while I get there.
So this is a blend of 45% of it is a 9-year Kentucky bourbon. 22% is a 9-year Kentucky bourbon. So the first one being a 74 corn, 18 rye, 8 barley. The second one being a 78 corn, 10 rye, 12 barley. Then 20% of it is a 15-year Kentucky bourbon, 75 corn, 13 rye, 12 barley. 13% of it is an 8-year Kentucky bourbon at 70% corn, 21% rye, 9% malted barley. And this is a double barrel offering. So,
what'd you say? That?
It will not be repeated.
No.
A lot going on there, folks.
It is, but if you've ever been to Bardstown, and they were nice enough to invite me down, and they showed me gave me the red carpet treatment a few years back. I had lunch with Steve Nally, who in the bourbon world is a Hall of Famer. Got to go around and tour, and if you've seen their lab down there, they have a full-on mad scientist lab where I'm not surprised that's what they came up with. Yeah, because they got talented people working on these blends day and night, and really know what they're doing. And I was really impressed with their operation. Those guys have got it dialed in, so I was really impressed with them. So this is their Discovery series has been widely praised. This is kind of no different, so I'm not surprised at all here.
Yeah, Discovery 12 was certainly something that was highly sought after, right? Yeah. And man, this is my first go at the 13. Got it in about 2 weeks ago now.
Yeah, it's pretty recent that they released this.
So it is in stock at Chats right now, although you may not be able to pick it up online quite yet. So if someone is interested, get on over here to Chats right away before I post it online, and all of them are gone in a flash, right? That tends to happen for some of the rare characters the something like a disco as well.
And I think perfect timing. I'm pretty sure Drink Hacker dropped their review of this week. In the last 72 hours.
Okay, good. I've been so out of sorts, I didn't see it, but shout out to everybody at Drink Hacker. Yeah, Chris and Drew and
Drew posted it on his story, I think today, actually. Maybe.
Nice. Well, the nose on this is absolutely beautiful. It's so welcoming in the fall season aromatically right now. The nose is just it's fall. It's time to really drink some good old whiskey. For me, there's a little bit of a sweet apple kind of note, maybe a little caramel, little zesty spice pepper.
Zesty.
Yeah.
A little caramel apple, though?
A little caramel apple. Yeah. A little spearmint.
Yeah, definitely a lot of the oak characters showing through with that much age and being a double barrel.
Yeah, that's right. This is a double barrel. So also the color is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's 110.8 proof.
Mm-hmm. Looks like that barrel that you tapped up and got a little
that
dram out of
double
that
barrel?
double barrel from Lost. Yeah, that I had the pleasure of tasting.
We're calling it our 12-year.
Yes, indeed.
It's just about there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a great job. When when someone offers a double oak, I always get concerned it's going to be over oak, and I've got a real sensitivity to it. This is right, kind of with what's in line with our double oak. Well done. That's all I can say. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
No, I definitely think it's a fine line to tread on double oaking of, sometimes it's a really young product that you're trying to make it seem older than it is. And when it is a nicely aged product, it's easy to overdo it. But Bardstown does a pretty fantastic job with everything they put out.
yeah. Did they give any barrel char information or any of that stuff? Or do put you on the spot a little bit? But
Yeah.
Well,
the problem with a lot of
no
double oaks,
problem.
it can get pretty dark pretty quickly. I mean, all that color comes off with the first couple months there of the new barreling. So
right.
sometimes it gets a little too dark. This is perfect.
Yeah, and sometimes this is the case for the Discovery series, some of the Fusion series, and so forth, where since this was purchased, barrels initially, they don't have the initial char levels on the barrel of the 9, 15, or 8 years.
Yeah.
They pretty much just have percentages. And let's see. So double barrel in American and Hungarian oak is something that they allow us to be privy to. As far as any type of char levels, nothing on that, unfortunately.
So it's also real interesting. That reminded me, because I forgot what the barrel was, the comparison. But, Bowman released their Hungarian oak special offering like a month or two ago. And so it's funny that Hungarian oak in bourbon isn't something it's not necessarily a staple or something you see that often. So it's interesting to see two special releases, both similar in time frames, of bourbon done Hungarian oak.
Yeah, absolutely.
Heard
I
one
think
was
that
significantly
maybe
better than
is
the other.
what helps kind of keep the balance, right? Maybe that Hungarian oak, which I think usually has a softer tannic feel to it, a little bit more of kind of the stone fruits and like plum raisin-esque like characteristics maybe show a little bit more forward in a Hungarian oak, just a little bit more roundness. I'm of course going off of wine related knowledge,
I was impressed. My Hungarian oak file is not
yeah, man.
Pretty shallow.
Absolutely, but
I'll look into it.
that's fun. That's fun.
Yeah.
Well, there's a shortage of American oak, and there's a white oak problem in this country, and I think a lot of people are starting to see that, and you're going to have to start looking to other sources for this. I know in the bourbon world, it's been American oak for years, but it's just not sustainable, unfortunately. So this is, if they're figuring out equally as good brand or sources for it, I'm all into stealing their idea almost.
Right.
No, we're gonna have to figure that out. I joke about it, but white oak's a problem in this country, so figure it out.
Well, certainly that will change some things within the landscape of bourbon and rye production. Yeah,
absolutely.
And some laws might have to be changed and some other things put into play, right?
But also the flip side is, from the consumer standpoint, take that into account. Obviously, I think brands always do their best to be as fair with pricing, but that a shortage affects costs and pricing involved in a product, and so as well as just general inflation. And so I know there's a lot of complaints or issues with the costs of products these days, but that's, I think, something a lot of people don't talk about, and that plays a role in everything,
Yeah, agreed. But Wow. The final conclusion on this Bardstown Bourbon Company series 13, Disco 13, 100.8 proof. That is so beautifully balanced. It's full, has that kind of core of dark oak note, some warm spices, some kind of sweeter tones that even gives you a hint of fruit. So very welcoming in that sense. I'm in the realm of apple, a little bit of apricot, maybe a little bit of kind of the raisinated note. The alcohol for me is well integrated and dialed in. It doesn't drink hot, right? I think the alcohol helps some of the spices of the mash bill show through a little bit more. So it's just kind of that tingling spiciness that you get, not necessarily something that's volatile when it comes to the alcohol. Just really pleasurable on that 1 dram. Not a huge amount of change. Like, it didn't get drier with the oak, nor did it fall off and become, too shallow, right?
Sure.
Yeah. I like, man. Should I start the rating?
Yeah, that sounds cool. I thought you were going to with that.
I might as well, man.
Yeah.
This Disco, man, that is pretty neat and pretty complete. I think I might be, and it's hard to start the tasting off like this. And it's a fresh crack. Everything's fresh cracks tonight. And so I'm hoping that I continue to like it after it breathes a little bit. Sometimes that is where the wood will come in to play after it opens up and breathes a bit. You'll see that secondary, double finishing start to play for it. But gosh, man, I think I'm at a 9 for this bad boy.
Whoa. We need to do some comparison. Drink Ecker just joined in. So we need to do a side by side of your score and ratings versus theirs, I guess, of Disco 13.
Yeah, I like that.
You get to follow up that.
I was giving it an 8.5. I'm terrible with the numbers, but this is going in my bar.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
The second I took a sniff of that, I definitely got the spiced apple. Definitely heavy oak, but not over oaked, and 110 proof. I'd probably go 9 if it was like 120, 125.
Yeah,
a little light on that, but
fair.
But man, that's for me to say this is going in my bar. That's because there's not a lot of room left.
Well, it's not a lot.
But yeah, I almost want to pour a second round of that. So
we'll circle back.
Yeah,
we'll circle back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 8.5 just because.
Nice.
I feel like the first one you can't go too hot too quick.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hop out there, folks.
He did. I think I'm gonna match Nick at an 8.5. I really loved it. I might have had a slightly too high of an expectation for it that just didn't quite meet, but it was still a phenomenal bottle. But I had this in there with maybe this be like best whiskey I've had in 2025 with things I've heard and seen about it. And so I may just had a little bit too high of an expectation of it, but absolutely phenomenal. I love it. Definitely would add one to my bar as well. And I mean, I think Chat's is the only place I know of that has it sitting on the shelf. So
what's retail on that, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, it's up there. It's right at about 200. Yeah.
Oh, we do have an offer in the comments or maybe in the peanut gallery behind us if you need help making room in your bar.
Who's that from?
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So yeah. Quick note that was also asked, and we have professionals here. We're referencing Hungarian oak. Well, that's the ratings of Bardstown Bourbon Company Discovery Series number 13. Burnie gave it a 9. Nick Chiaffi gave it an 8.5. Me and Matt gave it an 8.5. Now the question was referencing the barrel or oak shortage and referencing the Hungarian oak. Is that for it to be a bourbon, obviously it needs to be aged in new charred oak, but does it have to be new charred American oak, or could it be another variant of new charred oak?
Supposed to be, in my understanding, unless something's changed recently, that it's supposed to be an American oak. However, I found in the past 10 years or so, people have gotten loose with the bourbon definition. With you're not supposed to do any finishings on them and things like that. But you see Angel M, he does a port finish. They call it a bourbon. Not knocking anyone that does that.
I said not to
we're
name
starting,
names,
we're
but
starting to get a little bit loose with the strict definition of bourbon. So I believe it is supposed to be an all-American product.
yes,
And that's the rationale behind that. But whether it's technically a bourbon or not, I think they're going to have to relax that just because you're not going to be able to find, or it's going to get more and more expensive. And unless you guys want to pay $300 for every bottle, we're going to have to come up with some alternatives there. So.
yeah, and that was what I was going to say, my understanding, but being the least educated person at the table, I was going to let you speak first, is yes, it's new charred American oak, hence why it's bourbon's only made in America. Bourbon only comes from America, and just reiterating that American-made product. So yeah, go out there and plant you some oak trees, and you might be sitting on a fortune in the next 30 years.
Yeah, we'll cut them a break on the Hungarian oak because it's going to be a problem.
Yeah,
My words.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, things are ever changing within the whiskey landscape, and just something to keep your eyes on, folks, and see how things transpire. I'm just going to take this moment once again just to reiterate. Tomorrow, we have the owner of Fiora Scotch Whiskey in-house. It's a Thursday. Yeah, it's a Thursday tasting, folks. A Thursday tasting from 5 to 8 right here at Chats. Come meet Eric. I'm going to follow up his last name again, and let me just take a look at it. Dominigiani. Eric Dominigiani. He's a U.S. Marine Corps veteran, served 20 years protecting and serving our country. Come show him some love. We are right here, of course, on Barracks Row, Main Street. The amazing 8th and I is right here, Marine Barracks at 8th and I, where the Commandant lives, So come on over, Commandant. Come show Eric some love, and we will have bottles for sale while Eric is here tasting, and of course he'll be signing bottles. So come on down. That's tomorrow, Thursday, October 2nd, from 5 to 8 p.m.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, should be a good time. And you never know. Stay tuned to the end. It might be the bonus review of the night also. We'll see.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't see why not, right?
So now,
As we move along.
Rare Character, limited release, batch 9 of their straight bourbon.
Nice.
And bringing in the professional.
Like a Marine, right?
Exactly. Exactly. We got the man for the job.
Indeed, indeed.
Let's see if that didn't ring.
That's what I mean. Rare Character does not. Oh, he's going to try and peel the wax off.
Sometimes we just try to list. Yeah. That's it.
Maybe we need a better Marine here for this.
No, Hey, folks.
There you go. Oh, now you got it. You got it.
You're a little low now. You're dipping a little low.
So Jesus Rambo, slow down.
I need to sharpen the knife is what I need.
Oh, how ironic. Oh, good. Bernie, you got...
Brian's like, we only have so many hours in the night. We can do this.
No, I think this is like this. Oh,
what's the worst that could happen here, boys and girls? Well, do they have a recommended way of doing this?
They sell their own wax cutter.
Wow.
Of course they do.
Wow.
And it's made out of charred American oak also.
Oh, there you go.
That
it wasn't the prettiest thing ever.
But you got the job done. Mission complete.
Great.
Good job, Marine.
Yeah, they sell their own wax cutter for $40.
Put that anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm going to low heavy on these pours because we have a
that's
short
fine. We
table.
only have exactly.
And the proof on this one, Nicholas, or on the screen, 117.5.
There you go. That's
117.5.
We're working our way up too. Wait till we get to the last one.
Absolutely. This
What are you looking
is the 9th batch of 2025. Gosh, the previous batches have been rolling, although, let's see, we have a little straight whiskey number 3, some of the rye whiskey number 5s,
Yep.
but gosh, we've been speeding right through.
They normally
These
don't sit
bourbons.
on the shelf long.
Right.
I mean, any of them.
Absolutely. And as I mentioned, this one as well has not hit the website quite yet, because we want to give a little time for the walk-in clientele to finally get a piece of rare character, because usually once it hits online, those bad boys are good as gone. So what a treat. 117.5, folks.
I think there was a time where I pulled the trigger on a batch 1 that was on there that had been on the website for all of 20 minutes, and
Right.
I just happened to see it, and I was like, I'm not going to chance someone walking in or buying that before me.
Yeah, yep. Absolutely. Good job. Well, shout out to Pablo and Pete over at Rare Character. I mean, gosh, everybody's been following them. They have been doing some bang up things. So age range 6 to 15 years for this one. There were 2,700 bottles released. We're talking about distillate from both Kentucky.
It only says Kentucky on the label. But on
It
that
says Kentucky on the label, huh?
No, it's just like,
There's Indiana.
distilled in Kentucky.
it sure does.
All right.
But on their website,
Yeah. On
that's
the website.
wild. It says Kentucky and Indiana.
Yeah.
Rye
That's
says Indiana.
very much
Oh,
like
right.
Yeah, very much like I do. Likely it's cutting and pasting, folks, and they forgot to
Yeah.
take a portion. Of
Which
there
one
to
was
fill it
cut and paste?
up. True.
Was it the
Well, the
label or the
bottle-
website?
The label has to be accurate, right? Should we say that label is more accurate? Says TTB.
Says the government.
Right.
Yes.
I'll believe the label over the
Says a
website.
consumer.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But I'm sure the age range of 6 to 15 years is still accurate on
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say the most common products you see from Rare Character around the 8-year range. So if you had to guess or bet, I'd say majority of this, most of their single barrel offerings are. Oh, how insane. But is the TTB still operating? Because there's a government shutdown.
As of what, yesterday?
Today,
Or
as
today? Is it
midnight this morning.
midnight? Gosh, hey, let's run it. Let's run it through.
I feel bad for anyone that has a cola in approval stage.
Oh,
right
no
now.
kidding.
Boy, oh boy.
That is insane.
Hey, well,
Never.
shout out to all of our government workers. We are in Washington, D.C., folks, where, more than half the city is a federal government employee or is related, works in an industry that's
Or married
closely
to-
related to the federal government or married. One might be married or have family that are federal government employees. So shout out to everybody. I hope that, we fare as well as possible during this crazy time, whatever that means, right? So, gosh, hang in there, everybody. Well,
Okay.
I don't know. There's almost a little minerality to this. It seems like this fresh mineral tone, like aromatically at
It's
least.
got a little bitterness to it. Maybe
A
that's
little
the word.
green.
Yeah,
You call it a little green, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, astringency.
Listen, it's not terrible by any stretch of the imagination. It's just we're kind of picking nits here a little bit, but say at the end of the day, right at the finish here, it just seems a little bit like it's.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's not the right. Do we know anything about the mash bill? Do they list anything on that?
No, nothing by way of mash bill. Although I can assume high rye, right?
Yeah.
What,
Yeah.
what
Maybe
percentage
4 grain.
of?
Might be a blend of the.
That's, well, with it being, I don't know.
I'm getting so much spice that
With it,
I don't know if I'm detecting the wheat, but maybe in the taste.
but I mean, I
A little bit
also
of honey
think
is there.
when you're discussing and comparing all top shelf premium products, I mean, these aren't bottles that just anyone's can afford or spends that kind of money on. And a lot of times they're for a special occasion, a celebration, or a special gathering. And I mean, you want to be nitpicky. You want to know that you're getting your money's worth. And I mean, all of these, I think, definitely hit above their weight class as far as price goes. But sure, there's certain things you're okay with in a $30 bottle of whiskey that you're not necessarily okay with in your $150 bottle of whiskey. But I do think, even at the proof, though, I mean, only 117.5, so went up a little from the first. It still doesn't feel very volatile.
Sure.
There is the finish has a that you don't love about it, but I wonder, with this being a fresh crack in a month, if that still is there in this bottle.
I like the minerality comment. That's kind of exactly what it is on the front. It's just a little bit sort of green and raw on that front. Nose on it's great.
The nose is super.
We were talking the other day about there's a couple whiskeys you don't have to drink them. You just walk around all day.
It just knows it, right? Yeah, absolutely.
Some of them are amazing.
You're right. And they make mention that potentially earlier styles were wheated, and after the taste of it, Nick, I get what you're saying. There's a little bit of a honey-like thing that I'm getting there that maybe is due to maybe some wheat being in this production, and that it streamlines itself a little bit more with a on the palate, and even aromatically a bit. It's not quite as wide or broad across the palate, right, as usually your straight high rye styles might be.
So when we go through and we're tasting our barrels, and I only know what I know from what I do. Not no means an expert, but when I'm tasting a high wheat and I can tell that it's not ready, it's still too young, I get some of that minerality, I get some of that greenness to it. That to me, I always find a high rye, it becomes palatable a little earlier. Maybe that's just what I like, but so that's why I'm thinking maybe this has got some wheat in it, wheat mash bill, or it's a blend, obviously. So could have the whole gamut, but
absolutely.
Do you guys want to start off?
Oh no, I think you should.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we always yeah.
This is by no means a poor representation of a whiskey or a bourbon, but it's I'm probably going to go like a 7.5, but it's one of those things where I think I'd come back in a month and see if that chills out a little bit. And this probably, and I never say this, but like a couple drops of water, or maybe on a cube, I probably would mellow that out and probably bring out some of those characteristics that we're after. So I'd love to come back in a month.
Right, I agree.
Maybe in 45 minutes. You never know.
Sure. Maybe a little splash of water in it too. So
right, absolutely.
I want 7.5 on it.
7.5. All right.
Maybe I don't have quite as refined of a palate as the gentleman next to me, but I think it's not as noticeable to me. Maybe a little bitterness, and the minerality is there, but I don't necessarily hate it. That the minerality is there. It is a little you hate to say basic on the palate. If you're not getting a ton of complexity, but what is there is nice. I like it at an 8. I'd give it an 8 flat. Definitely be a bottle. Wouldn't be mad at if you poured me. I would definitely enjoy it, but it's also hard following up Bardstown Disco 13 as well. So yeah, I like it at an 8.
At an 8. All right. Fantastic. I think that this is an interesting whiskey. A little bit unexpected. Initially, just stylistically, what I've had, in the past from Rare Character, some of their early releases, and I haven't had many. Of course, we get in 2-3 bottles. I think maybe 5 was the max that we got on one of them, right? Actually, no, there was one that we got in like over days, right? But
Yeah.
many times when you get these in, we don't have the opportunity to open them just because everyone is interested in purchasing, and they're gone before we even have an opportunity. So
This might be the first one. I think Zoe's been the one who's brought
right,
so many of
those
them.
yeah, absolutely. And there's been maybe one other that we
Yeah.
but it's interesting in that it gives me drier tones. It gives me a little bit of an ashiness now. There's almost a kind of smoky ashiness. I almost got it sounds weird. It was like the first approach, last on the nose, but I almost got a little bit of an asphalt like aromatic to it when it was sitting there for a while, and I came back. But now
It's like,
but not really the
I don't know how you saved that one.
yeah.
You're kind of in the
yeah,
hole already.
It's kind of like some of those off characteristics that you might get in a once again going back to wine that don't sound great, but it adds to a complexity level.
Yeah.
That it's like, okay, well, there are other components there, but just a little bit of these nuances are engaging the senses a bit, and it's interesting. And so I'm not saying it in a bad way. It just captured my attention. I want to go back and like, oh wow, where'd that come from?
I love the smell of asphalt.
Yeah, but
That's
like I
all
said,
you want
that
for
was
it.
that was the initial. But now it's more like, a bit of the remnants of the ash there, maybe
Yeah.
after it's cooled down a little bit, but just that in the background, right?
Yeah.
That's how the spice was. That's how the spiciness was translating to me. And now the pepper is still there, almost white pepper. The toasted oak characteristic is there, like heavy, literal toasted bread for me right now, and a little extra toast on there with a hint of butter, right? So not that light toast, almost where it gets a little charred, right?
Just on the edge of being burnt.
Yeah. So aromatically, this is one that I think is very interesting on the palate. On the palate is one of those where it's like nice, but maybe wanting a little bit more development across the palate. A little bit more of a larger aspect, a fuller body weight, maybe. But I do think it's well made, and it's a unique expression for me for a rare character. It'll make the tasting experience just a little more fun if you have a lineup, right, of rare characters. Maybe not my favorite, but I think it's still a well-made product that is interesting to sip. And definitely as we are in the fall season, it's making me kind of want to be outside with a stogie, maybe grilling something, maybe having some house-made sausage, by the guy down at the end of the.
That sounds familiar.
If I can just rewind back to
Monday.
Absolutely. Then this lineup would just be amazing. It's incorporating the right people into your day on a Monday, especially when you start out the week. It can really set the week off on a level that is just brilliant. So I appreciate you guys once again. But getting back to my rating, I think I'm going to go 7.75 here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We're all right there. Yeah, and that's
7.75. I think it could be an 8. It's going to be interesting to see it open up a little bit, right? But solid 7.75 right now as it stands.
I have a question, not to make any assumptions.
Okay.
So there's no way this is like a open-ended question, but they have started putting out significantly more of these batches every year. When they initially started, it was 3 batches a year.
Right.
Now they are really pumping these out, which I think is awesome. It shows the growth in the brand. It shows the following that they've created. But also from the consumer side, when you really think about it, it makes you wonder, are they being as specific on the barrels they're choosing? Are they being as picky with age and quality of them when you go from a much more limited product to a still far from widely available, but a much more available than it was a year ago or something like that is always interesting aspect to
Well,
look at.
I always get, that's why I picked up the bottle. It's 2,800 bottles in this particular batch, which you could do the math and kind of figure out how many barrels they took to blend that. And I'm always like, did they taste every single barrel? Because you know me, we'll have two of the exact same batches on and they could be right next to each other, and they're worlds different. And I freak out at the slightest little, like, that barrel's not ready, this one is, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
So I'm like, do they come and they pick a batch and they say, well, those dozen are good to go? Or did you taste all 12? So I was wondering, and this is just my own, like, how did the big boys do it kind of thing?
Sure.
And I'm like, man, I just don't know that I could ever have the trust. Like, okay, I tasted one that's representative of those 12 barrels, and I hope to God they are, and maybe they're not. So, but again, this is a good whiskey. This is I don't know, I'd have this on my shelf first, but I would definitely pick one of those up as well.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I just for anybody that kind of does that, and you're right, when you grow like that, or how much control over the final product do you have? So, not that we know anything about how they do their operations or say anything bad about it. I'm just curious. Love to see it.
Absolutely. And, you can take that standpoint. And it's a fair question in that you all do so much work in tasting through your barrels often, where you have a gauge on, like, what's ready to harvest, what's really tasting great, at that particular time. Absolutely. Because you all do single barrel bottlings exclusively, right? And so, and you're with those barrels for an extended period of time, where you get to know them, you kind of see them grow, and maybe you can even gauge their potential. And one might be doing okay right now, but oh my God, if we left it a little bit longer, it could be more magnificent. So, both sides of the spectrum, right? The growth has been amazing with Rare Character, just their name, their branding, and all. And we're already on batch 9. I don't know if I've ever seen a batch 9 of anything coming from them.
And I'm pretty sure when you're on their website, there's a batch 10.
There's a batch 10 already.
I think it said that on the website.
On its way out, or at least in the marketplace. Yeah.
Right.
You're right.
Yeah.
Boom. Batch number 10.
They don't get in trouble for the red wax.
11.
No. So I know this
12.
And they're not the only ones who batch 12.
Batch 12.
All the way up.
Yep.
So I in no way mean this talking bad, because you are a little older than me. Don't interpret it that way. But so back in the day, Maker's Mark was the only one who could put red wax on their bottles. Now you will see, I won't say it's by any means common, but you will see bottles. So I don't know if that was a license or something that maybe is expired and they didn't renew, or if that was something that just felt like it was too broad and in lawsuits was getting thrown out. I'm not sure. But yes, they do use their red wax.
Yeah. Well, I don't think this is you can't trademark red wax.
But they got away with it for a while.
Red wax on the bottles, folks.
Don't know how, but I guess if you have that.
Now, if they come out with a slam dunk next week, then maybe there's some issues. But,
a cellar age slam dunk.
Well, let's just go ahead and finish this up. Rare Character Limited Release 2025, batch number 9. It's at 117.5 proof. Only about 2,800 bottles were produced of this one. Nick comes in as far as points go at 7.5, Matt at 8, and I give it a 7 3/4. So yeah, good stuff. Can't wait to allow it to open and see what it's offering up. But solid products, nothing but solid products from Rare Character. So definitely digging it. You can see it does have the red wax, like the makers.
Like the makers.
Yes, indeed. All right, great.
Do
So
a
we can
little
remove
water
that
rinse now.
Yeah, I think.
for certain. And as we do our water rinse, folks, do not forget to come on down for a special Thursday tasting tomorrow from 5 to 8 p.m. We have the owner of your Scotch whiskey, premium Scotch whiskey in the house, Eric Dominizani. Eric Dominizani.
He says it different.
Yeah.
Your first question has to be, how did they shorten that in the Marine Corps? Because no one's saying that.
right. Dom, probably.
Probably.
Eric Dom, right?
Yeah,
Eric
there you go.
Dominizani will be in the house. He is the founder, creator, owner of your blended Scotch whiskey. And so it's going to be a fun time. Come on down, 5 to 8. Meet him. He'll autograph bottles for you, but especially if you are a service member, a Marine. He served 20 years as a Marine right here, protecting our great country of the good old USA. We got to shout out all the Marines, especially this one right here on the panel with us tonight, Mr. Nick Chiaffi. We appreciate your service, sir. And we hope everybody can come on down and meet Eric and taste his whiskey. All right, back to the scheduled programming, folks.
Powerhouse Bourbons. I didn't realize. I was looking for what you titled it.
Yes, indeed. Powerhouse Bourbons. Man, is there any other powerhouse greater than the powerhouse that we're going to finish up with tonight? There might be a couple out there. Yeah, absolutely. There's some names that you know. Some big names that you know.
But personal preference? As the three people sitting at the table? I don't know.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It's a purple top on the tasting table, folks. I mean, it is not often that this has happened. I think maybe only once before. Am I right on that, Matt? Maybe only once before. Purple top has hit.
I know of two. Only because the two I owned have been on Whiskey Wednesday.
There it is.
Past that, I'm not sure.
Right.
But I have owned two of them, and both of them have made an appearance.
Well, this is a Willett Purple Top night. This one is called Afternoon Delight. If you know anything about the Purple Top releases that happen right here in the Washington, D.C. marketplace, our single barrels get nicknamed. It always has a little tag on the back. You see it right there, folks. This one, the Afternoon Delight. So we don't only have to go by the barrel numbers. Yeah. We get our bottles nicknamed. Something special that only happens right here. The only place in the world that this happens. Right here in the DMV market. So, man, a purple top is being opened. Ooh, wee.
12-year
Ching. The oldest purple top under Willett's own distillation program that they've released.
Yeah.
They haven't released anything older than 12 years from their own stills, folks. So what a treat. And we're talking about a high proof for 135.8 proof.
Just to go back to our previous point, you can red wax as long as it doesn't drip. If you have a drip, you can't put a red wax.
The drip is what does it.
Look at that. That was fact check.
Who is that from? Oh, she should be on the panel here.
But
I tell you.
And I mean, I think what makes not only is this a 12-year-old, I like those pours, Burnie. Yes. But 135.8 proof as well.
Yes, indeed.
Clyde. What do you think?
We're live.
We're live drinking. We need you to pop in.
Hey, there it is.
Look at that.
There it is. Represent the Commanders. Let's go.
Shout out to the man himself, Clyde.
Indeed. Oh boy, folks. What a night. What an occasion. What a moment. I am honored
Oh, she
to
ain't
be
in it.
to be
You know
sitting
where-
next to M Dog and my
On the
man
left side.
Nick. Gosh. Ellie is off camera. My bro Clyde just walked in the house, and it is a Willett purple top night. That's what we just cracked. You saw me do it. It was
12
real.
year.
Oh man, that came at the right time.
12
It's like
year.
you
Right
knew.
in time. Yep, you must have got a little hint somewhere. That's right. Let's go.
I thought you had a green top. You had a green top for sale. I'm looking at.
Uh-huh.
It's calling my name. I was in the store not too long ago. Oh, yeah. There you go. No. Yeah. But when one for Ellie.
sorry,
Yeah, Elliot, we forgot. Can't do that. All right, gents. Well, let's go ahead and get into this Willett. Just because usually about at an hour, Instagram doesn't like us
Yes, sir.
anymore. So we have about 8 minutes or so, which is not long enough, but at least we need to get as much of the information out there as possible before we drop off of Instagram. And we can log back on, of course, but just to, get through as much as possible without a huge break. The color on this, first and foremost, is crazy. It's just like the most charred, patinaed barrel. This was sitting in for 12 years, where some of those color compounds eventually over 12 years just start to fall, but the depth of the color and how vivid that color is just still remains, and it's quite amazing. So love that as we swirl it in the glass. Super duper slowly.
Super duper.
You have to say it like that, Matt. Wow. Super duper slow
Man.
legs. We're talking about 135.8 proof points, everybody. Let's get into it.
On the palate, as you mentioned earlier, this being the oldest of Willett's own distillate, what I've noticed that two I've owned, significantly younger age as far as purple tops go, our Willett's own distillate, and I love, for me personally, I get so much nuttiness on the palate, that I much prefer over when they were sourcing for these
Right.
earlier on or for their higher age stated ones.
Yes.
And this has it as well with this nice, there's a toffee characteristic I'm getting off this as well. But kind of like a toffee coated peanut or something. I don't know. I love it though.
Yeah. It has enough savory, just a little bit of kind of a little hints of saltiness to it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just aromatically. But I love where you're going there with the toffee, a little salted toffee.
The finish to me has more of the salt even
Oh, let me catch up for sure.
than the nose.
This is one of those where you could just walk around nosing it.
Mm-hmm.
This
Oh,
is
man.
one where you mentioned earlier.
Yeah. Kind of like really. You said the other day with the frosting on the 140, I'm getting a little bit of frosting sugar cookie, kind of like really nice, like, dare I say marzipan, but I won't ever say that.
Shout out to the
also
man.
called almond.
Shout out to the man, Fred Minnick.
Yeah. But man, it's and you said 130.
5.8.
There is heat on it, but it's
Sure.
not. It is not harsh. It is not. It's exactly as what I'm expecting at 135 for a high quality.
Yeah.
You see a purple top, it comes with expectations, and this is meeting all those in my mind.
Without a doubt.
It's that heat you want to drink on a cool night. You know what I mean? It's the heat that you almost look forward to be honest. It's not a burn. It's like a warmth that's like comforting, and it becomes part of the drinking experience, I think, with a bottle like this. And yeah, there is, and we've mentioned it before, this almost has this gets weird, but not a flavored one, but those rock sugar on a stick candy. Like it's this, we were talking about the icing, there's like a crunchy sugar aspect as well in there.
Yeah.
But I still, the finish has this nice salinity that lingers afterwards.
Mhm.
Yeah, this would be a great bottle for a Montana or Wyoming winter to have.
This is definitely snowing outside.
Yeah.
Fire that thing.
Have a fire pit going, sitting outside, snow on the ground. Maybe just got a brisket pulled off the smoker.
Sure. And Willett is I have a soft spot in my heart for a couple of reasons. One, after we went to Bardstown, they said, you got to go stop by Willett. And they also gave us sort of that red carpet treatment. But as you know, many, many years ago, we were home builders, and we actually we renovated and restored one of the oldest homes on Capitol Hill. It was pre-Civil War era. And the architect who lives right behind Chats here came in here and bought a bottle of their white with the wax.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
And we drank that bottle, and he bought two. We drank both of them that night as we kicked off the thing. And I have just a little bit of it left. It's probably ruined now.
Yeah.
It's 10 years old, but I'll never get rid of the bottle. So
Nice.
It was an
nice.
18 year, I think. I
Yeah.
took a photo because I'd never held one in my entire life. And you have the little corner left, and I want to say it's an 18
ripped
year.
that thing open and right into it that night. And I think that's, to me, I know these are investments and they're expensive, and you do what you want with your own bottle. But if you could take a really high-end bourbon, rip that thing open, and share it amongst friends all in one night, that's what we're all about. That's the whole point of it.
And the most special thing about it is about 6 weeks ago, maybe, walking to Whiskey Wednesday, and I run across a gentleman who, this is before my involvement here, wearing the exact same Lost Whiskey hat I had on. So I stopped him in the street and was just like, hey man, like, cool hat you have there, and pointed up at mine. And he's like, oh, no way. Do you know Nick and Mark over there at Lost Whiskey? And turns out he is the gentleman, used to be me and my wife's old neighbor when we lived here on the hill. And
He's the architect that bought the bottle.
Yep.
Shout out to Michael Day.
That's exactly
Right.
Mr. Michael Day.
And
And his house is on the homepage of Greenspur. If you
Yeah,
go to
it's
the
actually
Greenspur's
historic. It's
homepage.
called the Watchman's House, but it's literally right behind us here, and it's an amazing. It's small, and it was but they did a really tasteful addition onto it, and we kept a lot of the old bones, and it's probably not a square corner or level floor in that place, but that's part of the charm.
Yeah.
And I don't think Michael or Tam, but both architects would have it any other way. So
Yeah.
it was a pleasure to work on that project, and we were happy to drink the bourbon.
Yeah.
Indeed,
I mean, I think it's all about the story behind it. I mean, and going back to stories, I mean, opening this special bottle, I think, comes with a special occasion. And as some of you know, some of you may not, I mean, for the first time in who knows how long, there is renovations going on here at Chat's Liquors. If you have walked down Barracks Row or right here on the hill, you'll notice the exterior has a full makeover. It is looking pristine. And so, I mean, I think we're all excited for you. We're all proud of the accomplishments you and your family, and the Chat's name also is carried on the hill. And I think it's a much deserved makeover, very tasteful. And I mean, I definitely think it is coming along sensational, and it's not even finished yet. So I think there's
not quite.
I'm glad to see
yet,
the Redskins Super Bowl.
Yeah,
some things will never change, but I think there's always a cheers or a toast to Chats and the history here, as well as what's to come with, renovations and things being changed up a little bit, but keeping the bones, keeping the core. The people are staying the same. The customer service, the story stays, but we'll freshen up in some aspects.
Absolutely that. Yeah. And it's definitely looking good. The guys have done a great job. We're almost there to the finish line on the exterior. A couple more days left to finish up the major portion, phase one. But you all come on by and check it out. I thank everybody who has been a supporter of Chats for over the years. Thank you for continuing to kind of ride with us on the journey as we have always wanted to be kind of forward in the products that we carry forward in educating folks. The door is open to questions always, to having experiences where come as you are, right? In the place that you are, as far as knowledge on wines and spirits, and take a journey, enjoy unique products with us. And, if we are one of your retail options, then we're happy to be. As well, we deserve to, or you deserve for us to make certain that we are keeping you engaged and bringing something dynamic to you that you want to come over to Chats and pass dozens of other stores to kind of see what we have going on any particular time. But it's producers like Lost Whiskey Club. Nick stopped in years ago, said I have something fun for you, and I did, and we've been having a fun ride since then. And Matt came along, and he's now part of not only part of Chats, but also now part of Lost Whiskey. So we so love the journey that we've been on, and we hope to keep it going. And moments like this where we can crack open something like a Willett, which is super small production. Only 119 of these bottles come in. They aren't inexpensive, folks. The question asked was, what's the price? Well, usually these bottles go for $1,000. They go for $1,000.
Well, let me pour another one.
Go for $1,000. Indeed. But if you go to Chats right now today, there's one more bottle of this because I got 3 bottles in. Sold one. We just opened one, and there is one more of the Afternoon Delight. If you see it on our website, and let's see if I can do so. Let's see here. Maybe I'm able to share this as well.
Whoa! I did not realize what deal you just put on this.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, you're sharing it, but it's...
Oh, yeah?
There we go.
Indeed. Well, let's enlarge it a little bit so you can really see.
Did you fat finger those numbers?
The deal, folks. So it's a 50% off right now, today, for Whiskey Wednesday. I see everybody reaching for their phones and reaching for their wallet, but on this bottling right now, 50% off until midnight. So whoever grabs it first, that's it, because we don't have any more of that after.
Looking at you, eats and beats.
Elizabeth, why don't you go ahead?
Yeah, if you're still here, Liz, maybe you need to
for sure
find something else.
When we were at the distillery, went up to and ordered. They have a little tasting room upstairs there. I was like, I want to try some of that purple top. Like, we don't have any of that.
At the distillery itself. And then here you are
at any price.
Drinking a 12-year.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, it is, and I'm going to keep that a little bit larger than it is now.
And they just have that one pot still. I mean, that's really really not a lot of production out of Willett. I mean, they're which is good. Absolutely,
that is true, and it helps keep consistent a certain kind of baseline flavor profile, and style, quality wise. That's what I love. There's almost like this that pot still. It offers up a flavor that across the board on their products you get that nuance over and over. And when it comes to the purple tops, it's some of the best that they release.
But I think you and I are on a mission to dispel this pot still Willett as being a bad bourbon.
Indeed, right?
You pointed out the other day that they've run it their own distillate since. And if you've tried pot still in the past and didn't like it, it's the one that actually is shaped like a pot still.
I don't know if we have one around.
If we have it or not, but if you tried it years and years ago and didn't like it, try it again. They're using their own distillate, and it's a completely new product in the production aspect. So I suggest you revisit it.
Look at that.
I think it's a great little bottle.
Look at that. I mean, no matter what, it's
cool.
easily the biggest statement piece on your bar. Yeah. Trying to catch light here with this bottle being based. If you get in a handle, a 175, I mean,
Same-
you almost need to
same
buy a
proportions,
whole
just-
second bar just to fit that on there.
Yes, indeed.
But I personally know people that trash that bottle who've never had it.
Still to
And
this day,
it's
yeah.
just, it's just, I don't know how that started or whatever, but it's not true.
Right.
I
Well,
think it
I
all
will say
gets on
before
trends.
2020,
Sure.
then it was kind of hit or miss, the batches maybe, and the quality and style was just different. I think Willett was able to really hone in on a better product once they started bottling that in about 2020. And the way you can tell, folks, is just look at the back of the bottle, right? Back of the bottle where it says distilled, aged, and bottled by Willett Distillery, Bardstown, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Well, prior to that, if you have older bottles, it would just say produced by or bottled by, right? So when you see the distilled, aged, and bottled by Willett, then you know it's, post 2020 bottling when they move everything to their own distillate in every single one of their bottles. That includes Old Bardstown, that includes Noah's Mill, Johnny Drum, absolutely Rowan's Creek, and so forth.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, what do y'all think about this whiskey?
I think this is exceptional. And honestly, no disrespect to anyone else, but I think it's hard for any other bottle to be on this table and compete in the same aspect that a bottle like this does. I love it. I think they're an absolute treat. And there's a reason why I've said, aside from Lost Whiskey Distillery, my favorite distillery is Willett. Because I don't think they put a bad product out on the market. And they're all bankers. Nick, someone who's had more Willett than I have, and even more premium Willets than I have. What are your thoughts?
I agree with you. It's an excellent product. When you start getting into, I call these kind of the uber high proof. When you start getting into the 120, 130s, it can get sideways on you quick. This did not. It's got the heat. It's got everything you want. It's well balanced. Like I said, it's one of the ones you could just nose all day long. What did I give this? Does anyone remember?
You
That was
gave it.
hours
It's
ago.
on the screen. Well, it should be, right?
Yeah,
You
it's up
scroll
there.
up.
It's up there. You gave that
An
one an
8.5.
8.5.
Yeah. I'm going to give this one a 9, and mainly not that so I would drink either one of these equally, and not to put out rare character or anything like that, but this one being at that high of a proof and having kind of matched that across the board with the nosing, the palate, the finish on it, that's a hard plane to land, and they did an amazing job of it. So hats off to Willett and their purple top. And I've had a purple top in the past that I didn't love, and I was actually a little disappointed by it. So coming in tonight and having this, I'm like pretty floored by it. So
Yeah. I like it. I'm gonna go just a touch higher. I like it at 9.25. I think this is an exceptional product. Burnie maybe has had one too many glasses to be putting 50% off this bottle till midnight tonight. That 135 proof might be hitting them, but if you are in
135 proof, folks,
the right tax bracket and you have the ability to purchase a bottle like this and you have that special occasion or that purpose, there much more that makes a statement that would, keep a memory like a bottle like this would. And I'm just thankful to be sitting here next to these two gentlemen who both of them I look up to and admire, and I think have been big inspirations in my life, and be able to share this moment of opening this bottle. And we hope someone else who grabs the last bottle off the shelf will be able to do the same. It is an exceptional whiskey, and probably the best whiskey I've had so far in 2025.
Yeah.
And 9.25, honestly, if you gave me a second pour, it'd probably be a 9.5.
And I would say, I'll go a step further to say that whoever does buy that bottle, if they want to recreate this experience by us coming over to the house and sharing.
Well,
Yeah.
absolutely.
We'd be more than happy to.
Happy to come over.
Yeah.
Whoever buys this bottle, if you would
We'll
like,
live stream it.
yeah, we'll live stream it and everything. I still have the login. Maybe we'll live stream it on chats. I have chats login to Instagram. We'll live stream it on Bernie's
Thanks for
social
telling
media.
everybody, right?
It actually is that, and we're half joking, half not. But if somebody buys this bottle and I would love to like see, is it for their son's wedding or daughter's wedding? Like what special occasion is it for? Because this is like a once in a lifetime kind of deal with some of these.
Yeah.
Bottles.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
I'm just
like
going to
this.
throw out there that I'm going to give it a 9.5, folks. Boom.
I love
I
it.
love it. I love it.
It deserves every bit of
9.5.
it.
So, Willett Afternoon Delight. This is 135.8 proof. Nick gives it a 9. Matt, 9.25. I give it a 9.5. Nick has mentioned something he would love to see. We have one more bottle left, folks. That picture that's kind of down to the bottom corner is our website, chatsdc.com. If you go, you type in Willett Afternoon, it'll pop up. Afternoon Delight. Only one bottle left, folks. It is 135.8 proof. Nick says, hey, I would love to know how you enjoyed this bottle, because it is a once in a lifetime bottle for certain. And he did mention, and he's serious, that if you want to recreate the experience that we've had tonight and invite us to enjoy this whiskey with you, or to show up on Whiskey Wednesday again in the future, and you and that bottle show up on the Whiskey Wednesday panel with us, we're happy to suffer through that moment.
I'll do.
But go ahead.
Well,
I
I'll
want
do
Nick to
one
finish
better.
what he was saying, though, because that
Okay.
goes into the ethos of Lost Whiskey Club.
No, that's again, these are not cheap bottles, and I know you're giving an amazing price at it, but even at that price, it's not an everyday drinker kind of thing. So I'm always so enthralled and fascinated by, like, someone buys that and everyone says the holy grail is the Pappy 23, and it's like, okay, when you buy that, then what? What do you do with it? Does it sit on your shelf forever?
Right.
And I tell this story all the time because I got to sit down with Julian Van Winkle, and he was signing a bottle for an auction. It was for a great cause. It was for a charity and things like that. But he said something to me. He goes, I hate signing the bottles because I know that no one's ever going to open this bottle. And that pained him to no end. And I was like, that's when I know that guy's legit. He's a legit bourbon guy. He thinks that every bottle should be cracked and drank and shared. And that's what we did. We had a bottle of his, and we had a bottle of mine, and we were able to kind of sit for a couple hours and talk all about the bourbon world. And I was like, I would have given him 10 bottles just to have that experience.
Right.
So, like, first of all, if this is here by the end of the show, it might go home with me.
Yep.
So it shouldn't be here. But if someone buys that, I would love to, like, that story is more valuable to me than the bottle, and I would love to know what that is.
How about that?
So please.
How about that? Well, just point out how significant that entire mindset is in how you label your bottles. If you are a fan of chats, then you've heard of Lost Whiskey Club. This is not new to you. We rock the merch, but we always drinking their whiskey and enjoying their whiskey, educating, showing up, pulling up with their whiskey and all. But the story. What's the significance of the story, and how do you all make certain to keep that front of mind for those who consume your whiskey? And there are bottles to your right, by the way. You want to kind of wipe that bad boy.
We've been blocking them this whole time.
Right.
Yeah, because, like, why do you buy a bottle of bourbon? What is the point of all this? Is it to collect and showcase? I guess there's a little bit of that, and I'm not gonna lie, I bought a bottle of Jerky Stag from you,
Yes, you did. Yeah.
and you probably regret
The price point.
the price point at it. And that's the only bottle in my collection. I probably have 75 to 100 different bottles.
Yeah.
sitting around. All of them are open, and I'm only not opening that one because I have it for a very specific occasion that is maybe or maybe not coming in the next couple of years.
Maybe.
We'll talk about that later. But yeah, so outside of that, I'm just like, every bottle should be open, shared, and like, you can't take them with you, boys and girls.
True.
Crack them open.
True. crack them open, enjoy, create a moment, and share your story.
This is clearly a Willett commercial.
No, it is not. It's the.
I'm
it's
a
the
Willett
people
fanboy
commercial.
as the owner and one of the founders of Lost Whiskey. I'm a little bit of a Willett fanboy, and I don't apologize for that. They're making a great product, and
Yeah.
man, I'm jealous of whoever's gonna go home with that bottle.
Yeah, it's a great bottle.
But
What
I
bottle
mean-
is it, folks? It's a Willett purple top. Oh my god.
Scenarios
How
like
amazing.
this, though, I think are why Lost Whiskey exists. Of people to gather together to celebrate everyday life, to celebrate the big accomplishments or even just the small ones that, I mean, I think it's been said by you and Mark, is we think we make a damn good whiskey, but what you do with that whiskey or your story you tell with that bottle is far more important, and that's what keeps us going, and that's what makes us want to keep putting out the product. We hope it's a product that you enjoy, that you want to buy more of, but at the end of the day, the story you tell with that bottle, what you open it for, what you're celebrating, who you are with, those circumstances. I mean, this is a once in a lifetime circumstance to be sitting next to you and sitting next to Burnie and to be opening a Willett 12-year. To have these 3 bottles on the table, it's not even just count
So
one.
we're not doing this next Wednesday.
Oh man.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, we are not doing this
And-
next Wednesday unless we just sit back because bottles, come on, Nick. We can do this anytime.
Oh,
We can do this anytime. But what may happen, what may end up happening is that for our Friday night spirit tasting this week, there might be something that you can get a little taste of, like that Disco 13. If we have some left, we might get a little taste of it. Or if we still have some of the rare character limited release number 9, you might get a little taste of it just while supplies last. It's not going to be kind of that highlighted feature, everybody come down and just drink it all. But maybe early on until those bottles sell through, we special guests who know. Let's make a little code word. What's the code word going to be? Story. All right. Say, I want to be a part of the story when you come by, and you might have a little recreation of what we've done tonight, folks. So hope to see you not only Friday, but of course, as I mentioned before, tomorrow we are hosting Mr. Eric Dominigiani, the owner of Fior Whiskey.
We got empty glasses. You got a ball in your hand.
Oh yeah. Well, we can do something about that, sir. It's not that hard. We can make it happen. I need a little water rinse though. Because that 135.8 proof is so unbelievably smooth, folks. It is so smooth. It's a wonderful whiskey that you can literally sit down and have a dram of, and just be in your zone. Got to be around good people though, and creating a good atmosphere so that you'll have a phenomenal story to tell later on. But
I'll be very envious of whoever takes that last bottle home. Someone will be extremely lucky to walk home with that bottle. So,
agreed. Well, that said, here we go, Matt. If I could have,
I haven't poured anything tonight.
Pour it up.
It's about time you did some work, sir.
Man, I see how you.
No, I'm gonna pine on just a little bit here about the Marine Corps. And Eric, I hope you don't mind. My father was drafted into the 1st Marine Division of Vietnam, went to Da Nang, 69-70. Fought for the country. My brother had wanted to join the Marine Corps since he's probably in diapers. He was at the 2nd Marine Division, Somalia, and I joined largely mostly to try to make my brother, my dad proud, and hopefully I did that a little bit. But it's the Marine Corps is not a passing thought in our mind and our family. It is a like tearing up about it. That's how ridiculous they get about the Marine Corps. But it means a lot to us. So when I see like a veteran coming through that did 20 years at the Corps, and now he's producing which I'm sure is a fine Scotch, and we'll taste here in a minute. But I'm like so effing proud to like be a part of that little crew and that little group, and whatever I can do to support that is amazing. Especially with the 250th birthday coming up, we're getting ready to do a little festivities out of Lost for that, and we're going to be offering our own little special homage to the 250th anniversary. It's not about that now, but so proud that to be here supporting you, Eric, and everything you've done with your Scotch, and as a Scotsman myself, that's pretty awesome. So whatever I can do, a little tear in the corner of my eye just for the Marine Corps.
Yes, indeed.
But
yes, indeed.
maybe he deserves an invite to whatever festivities.
Yeah. He's definitely getting an invite to festivities.
Go on at Loss to celebrate this.
So what do we know about the Scotch? I am honestly not that educated in the world of the Scotch. So
yeah, well, shout out to the owner, founder of Fiora Scotch Whiskey. Eric, I have not had the pleasure to personally meet him yet. Yeah, right. Right. I have to keep on going back. Dominique Johnny. Seems like I should say it like that, right? I haven't quite had the pleasure to meet him in person yet. That will be tomorrow, folks, from 5 to 8 right here at Chats. But I had a wonderful phone conversation about 10, 15 minutes with him earlier today. He was born in Brooklyn, grew up in Queens, or maybe that's the opposite. Born in Queens, grew up in Brooklyn. I think that's more.
One of the two.
which side of the bridge are you on?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
right.
Exactly. But a character, folks. I mean, literally, this conversation, he said, Burnie, let me just share a story with you. Let me just tell you a little something. And like literally an entertaining guy. He is the first veteran to own a Scotch whiskey brand. He is African American, Italian. There you go.
Yeah.
Absolutely. He told a story.
That means his father's from Brooklyn, his mother's from Queens.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Clyde.
Absolutely. But he made the point to say that, hey, Black folks are all over the world. So when you hear my last name and you don't make an association that I'm a Black guy, well, it's because we are from all over the place, right? And so that just gives you the richness of culture, of heritage, and how beautiful society is where some of those, where that is allowed, where culture is able to appreciate other cultures, because we can't hold it hostage. We can't hold our cultures hostage where others can't enjoy and become part of it, right? So I look forward to him coming down. He's served our country for 20 years. To be a Marine coming to Barracks Row, retired major, where we are literally a stone's throw away from the historic Marine barracks at 8th and I, the home of the U.S. Commandant, then I can't be more honored to have Eric right here at Chats tomorrow, October 2nd, 2025. So everybody come on down and meet him, hear some stories, take pictures with him, have him sign bottles or not sign bottles if that means you're not going to drink the bottle, right?
Yeah.
We
Buy
want you to-
two, one sign, one not.
Exactly. We'll have specials on the bottles, and we will be carrying his brand from this point on for a period of time. So we want you to show up. We want you to give us your honest opinion of the product. We have it here in our glasses, and we're going to give you our honest opinion about the product. So let's go, fellas.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So, man, it's a single malt. And what I do like about it is that I think for an American whiskey drinker, number one, you're going to appreciate the style because it is a blend of Speyside and Highland single malts. And if you know me, Speyside is one of my favorite regions just because you get a greater level of viscosity with them, a richer mouthfeel, a little bit of a sweeter tone compared to sometimes the Highland productions. And that's just the base raw whiskey, Pauls, without finishing it in any secondary casks, wine casks, and so forth, right? So loving the nose on this. Little mossy.
But I just want to reiterate that I, in my entire life, have only purchased one bottle of scotch before. I'm not, and that was getting into whiskey, just need to explore. And I bought one bottle and was like, I'll probably never buy another bottle of scotch again. As background to my preferences, I'm a bourbon and rye guy, but this I think is so approachable, and the crossover market that it reaches with people who are just American whiskey drinkers, bourbon or rye drinkers. Extremely approachable, 86 proof. Love to see it a little higher, but I'm glad it's not just 80 proof. They at least bumped it up a little. As someone who enjoys higher proof, I am very much surprised by the crossover that this carries. I enjoy this more than I anticipated as someone who is not a Scotch fan.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll take that.
You get the hint of smoke that you expect out of a Scotch, but it's not overwhelming. It is not reaching the levels of a heavily peated Scotch. It still has a nice sweetness, as Burnie had kind of mentioned prior, as well, that carries over. Very easy drinking bottle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're new to the Scotch world and you're not kind of coming from the bourbon side, and this is sometimes I'll get into a Scotch, I'm like, that's way oversmoked, way too peaty. Yeah. This has none of that. It's very light, it's very balanced, and it's, you could sip this all day. Again, my Scotch palate is pretty juvenile, to be honest with you, but yes, there's a nice sweetness to it. There's a little mossiness on the nose. It finishes very clean, very easy.
Mm-hmm. Almost get a little bit of chocolate.
I was about to say, well, I was going a little coffee, maybe even, but yeah.
Remember those chocolate covered coffee beans that we got
from?
Yeah, that's it.
Fincasa, which me and Ellie brought on the night you bailed on us.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
We had some Fincasa, and we are referencing that as well.
Chocolate covered coffee beans.
Yeah, or what Trader Joe's has the best, right?
Trader Joe espresso, dark chocolate espresso.
Dark chocolate. I wonder if that's where he got them.
I don't know. I don't know if they're Trader Joe's, but Nick will tell you don't go buy them at Safeway. Get them at Trader Joe's. You will regret your decision otherwise.
Shout out to TJ, 1 block away from us.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Hey, there you go. Everyone who's going to come by tomorrow for this event, either before or after, you should maybe pop into Trader Joe's and get you some chocolate covered espresso beans, preferably before. Right. So maybe you can try the tasting and throw one in with the tasting.
Absolutely. That's a great idea, bro. That's a great idea.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe you should go and have them on hand.
That's what I was thinking too,
but,
right?
That's a lot of pressure on you.
That's a lot of pressure on me, man. That's a lot of pressure on me. But at the same time, that could be very interesting. Folks, as you see kind of in the corner there, this is the website of Fior Scotch. Brand new brand. Folks, come on by tomorrow, as I've stated, and meet Eric himself. That's him there. I'm not sure if that's him with his platoon there.
Because I just want to point out, you can't even go to their website and get this product.
Website and get it right now.
But it's going to be in stock at Chat.
I bought it all, everybody.
But you can't even go to their website and get this product.
I bought it all.
Boy, you want to talk about something special?
How about it? The origin story there. Would love to get into that. But go to Fior Scotch, FIOR Scotch.com, and check out Eric and everything that he's up to. And of course, information on the whiskey as well. Maple color, inviting with rich vanilla, hints of campfire smoke. Sure, that. Palate and mouthfeel characteristics.
Almond.
Blending. Almond. Warm salted almond. Yep, absolutely. Okay, folks. Well, gosh, it's won some awards as well. You can come and taste it tomorrow. But as Nick said, hey, the 250th anniversary for our United States Marine Corps is coming up in November 10th. Am I right on that?
10 November, as we like to say. But
10 November.
Eric will get that joke. Yes, November 10th.
Absolutely. Well, gosh, this has been delightful. So, of course, I think, Nick, you say that Nick isn't a Scotch drinker,
Juvenile
but just as a whiskey alternative, a bourbon alternative, or just kind of something that's not fitting within the bourbon or American whiskey realm. How do you kind of maybe see this amongst the others? Of course, the easy comparisons would be Johnny Walker's, Dewar's, Pinch, I don't know, and others, right?
So, explaining the reason I look the way I look, my father isn't Italian. My mother was a Scot. Clearly, I take her from my mother's side. So, in our house, we had two drinks. My dad drank bourbon. My mother drank Scotch. And her was Lagavulin, was her. So that's we always had a bottle. Lagavulin. I think they're a 16-year-old was their standard at the time. So that is kind of the most. Back when we were maybe younger, we would steal a little bit of out of liquor cabinet. It was always that, but it was very to me that was like peaty, smoky. Like it was.
Yeah.
I didn't love it. This is truly it's lighter. It's a little sweeter. So if you're a bourbon person, you're going to enjoy this. There's none of that you got to be this experienced Scotch drinker. And I think that's probably what he's going for. The Scotch and American market here. But it's by no means a bourbon. It is a Scotch. It has all those characteristics. It's got that peatiness, a little bit of that, as you said, mossiness to it. I'm actually going to carry that in my bar as well.
All right.
Should I be able to find a bottle, of course.
Right. Well, you'll be able to find them here tomorrow, folks, where we're getting a shipment in, and we will have some fun tasting and hearing the story behind Eric Dominigiani. There we go.
You've given 7 different pronunciations.
Dominigiani. I think that's it. Dominigiani. That's how it should roll off of my tongue. Dominigiani. Eric, I'm so sorry if I fouled this up, but we want to give you your love, your props, and see you tomorrow, brother.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Come by chats, meet the owner.
Indeed. Well, that said, what an amazing Whiskey Wednesday it has been. Nick, to have you on Whiskey Wednesday with your insight, your passion for this space is just phenomenal. We thank you so much for investing in this space. And you and Mark and the crew at Lost Whiskey Club, including M. Dog Stennett himself, continuing to put out amazing product, things that we get excited about, things that we continue to work with as the time goes along, and some exciting news to kind of share with everyone as the weeks progress. So be on the lookout for some beautiful information between chats and Lost Whiskey Club that we'll be sharing. And come on out, join us. Please join us. Join the fun. It's going to be a fun time.
Yeah.
It's going to be history made and stories to be told. So thank you.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Both. Thank you. Absolutely. We're going to sign off here on this Whiskey Wednesday, October 1st, 2025, where we enjoy Fior Scotch whiskey. Come taste Fior tomorrow, October 2nd, from 5 to 8, right here at Chats. we enjoyed the Disco 13, the Discovery Series 13 from Bardstown Bourbon Company. Rare Character Limited Release 2025 Bourbon. Batch 9, folks. We're on batch 9. They keep on rolling out batches this year.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to keep on buying them. So thanks for rolling them out. We're going to keep at them. And man, oh man, the pinnacle for tonight, it was 130. What proof?
35.8.
And drank so smooth. A Willett Purple Top, everybody. Afternoon delight. Only 119 bottles of that produced. Chats, we got 3. One was sold, one was open, and one more to go. So check it out online at chatsdc.com. Type in Willett Afternoon. It'll pop up. It's 50% off right now. Best price. It is at $499.99 tonight. So if you want it, go ahead and grab it. But it might be gone if you wait too long. And that's all we're going to say.
That's all we're going to say. Wait too
Indeed.
long, it might be gone.
That's right. Well, we're going to see you tomorrow with Fior right here in chats. Come on down and have fun with us. Cheers, everybody.